The oppressive reign of Jarasandha, king of Magadha, hung heavy over the land. He was a king unlike any other, his power seemingly insurmountable, his ambition a consuming fire. He had imprisoned kings by the hundreds, holding them captive for a ritual sacrifice so dark and profane it threatened to extinguish the light of Dharma itself. Many great kings, renowned warriors, and powerful rulers had tried to challenge Jarasandha, only to be defeated and imprisoned, adding to the growing legend of his invincibility. His name was whispered in fear, his power considered absolute. Jarasandha was not just a king, he was a symbol of unrighteousness, a force that threatened to engulf the world in darkness. He was perhaps the final, insurmountable obstacle the Pandavas had to face before the Great Bharata War could even begin. If Jarasandha could not be defeated, what hope was there for righteousness to prevail? Krishna, the very embodiment of divine will, knew the true nature of the threat Jarasandha posed. It wasn't just his physical strength, though that was formidable. Jarasandha's power stemmed from a mysterious circumstance of his birth, a hidden vulnerability known only to Krishna. And so Krishna, with his divine wisdom, crafted a plan, a strategy that would combine Bhima's extraordinary strength with this crucial piece of knowledge. Krishna, along with Bhima and Arjuna, journeyed to Magadha in disguise, presenting themselves as humble Brahmins. They knew of Jarasandha's reputation for upholding the ancient traditions of hospitality, a virtue he clung to even amidst his growing adharma. This provided the opening they needed. They were welcomed by Jarasandha, and Krishna, with his unparalleled diplomatic skill, proposed a seemingly simple solution: a duel. Jarasandha, his ego inflated by countless victories, readily agreed, choosing Bhima, the strongest of the Pandavas, as his opponent. The clash between these two titans was a spectacle that dwarfed any battle seen before. Bhima, a mountain of a man, an icon of righteous strength, faced Jarasandha, the embodiment of unrighteous power. Their duel was a cataclysm of raw force. The earth itself seemed to groan under the impact of their blows. The air crackled with the sheer intensity of their struggle. It was a battle of epic proportions, a clash so significant that it felt as if the fate of the world hung precariously in the balance. The imprisoned kings, watching from their cells, knew that if Jarasandha could not be defeated here, then all hope was lost. Days and nights blurred together, yet neither warrior yielded. Bhima, a force of nature in his own right, found Jarasandha an unusually resilient foe. It was as if some dark, unseen power fueled the king's stamina, allowing him to recover from injuries that would have crippled any other warrior. The whispers grew louder. Could even Bhima, the mighty Pandava, prevail against such a seemingly invincible king? Was Jarasandha truly undefeatable? The tension was palpable, the fear that this duel might mark the ultimate triumph of Adharma, a heavy weight on everyone's heart. Krishna, witnessing this monumental struggle, knew the moment for divine intervention had arrived. He picked up a seemingly insignificant twig, snapped it in two, and casually tossed the pieces in opposite directions. This simple act carried a profound meaning, a divine message that only Bhima, through Krishna's grace, could comprehend. It was a revelation, a subtle communication of Jarasandha's hidden weakness, the secret to his seemingly inexhaustible power. The message was clear. Bhima, now illuminated by Krishna's grace, understood the key to victory. With renewed determination, fueled not only by his own immense strength but also by the divine insight he had received, Bhima seized Jarasandha. He lifted the tyrannical king high above the ground, grasped his legs, and with a mighty heave, split Jarasandha's body in two, casting the two halves in opposite directions. The effect was instantaneous and absolute. Jarasandha, his unnatural resilience now his undoing, could not recover. His body, created by the joining of two halves, could not be rejoined. The seemingly invincible king, the one who had defeated countless others, fell, his reign of terror finally at an end. A collective sigh of relief swept across the land. The imprisoned kings, witnessing Jarasandha's demise, knew that their salvation was at hand. Their liberation was not just a political event, it was a restoration of cosmic balance, a victory for Dharma. And Bhima, the righteous warrior, stood triumphant, his victory a testament not only to his own strength, but also to the power of divine grace. The land of Magadha, freed from the grip of unrighteousness, could finally begin to heal. The long shadow of Jarasandha was gone, and the world could breathe again. It was as if the greatest battle had been fought and won, paving the way for the even greater conflict that was to come.